Tuesday is almost here. Okitegeera. Twogedde, tutiisatiisizza, batutiisatiza. Everyone thinks this game is going the Madrid way. And I don't blame a single person, by the way, producer.
Because you also think the same.
No, I don't think the same, but on paper, they should be ahead. Era njagala soka kubuza betting companies zino. Mubala kaki. You see all these players, teri musambi muganda wange afuna confidence nasamba bulungi nga tasamba.
Yeah.
That nkugamba, if you're winning games, ogenze n'okuba ni twakuba West Ham goal 5, kuyo teyalinnya na kukisaawo.
Mujjeyo mu ndakika y'ensanvu.
Ng'olina goal 3 mu first half, twazikuwa first half, tiriterabira. And in fact, in first half. Why not bring on a defender and rest your defender?
Guys, it was already different.
Magalhaes
in the first half, we didn't score.
Magalhaes is now injured. There's still an amateur approach by our manager. And those are the problems of being a manager for the first time. Mubulamu buno olina okuyita mu phases ezo. It's unfortunate. Akikoledde kufi.
Now he has even said it himself. He's like, this season is one of his best seasons. Because he has
agenda ku Madrid.
Awangulirewo.
Mwe abagizi nga mulina confidence ye nga tagirina. Bagenda kuba byekwaso goals wano.
Byekwaso kama.
Duke yakati yafunye n'essuubi lya Premier League.
Talina.
Mwaba talirina.
Talina.
Umaru alina essuubi lya Premier League watalirina. Toli Premier League.
Mwanamwe basajja mu Premier League mugirabidde ebbanga ki bannange. Liverpool ne bwasula emipiira 3 era agenda kitwala. Because Arsenal just suula. The problem is not Liverpool dropping. It's the fact that the opponents are also going to drop.
Liverpool said they need 4 wins, but they may not even.
I told you when Hazard Nagamba when we lost the title, it was Nottingham Forest, West Ham. I gave up right there. Ebisigadde ba Liverpool akola ki oba afiira basambi bana Arsenal just suula naye. Because that's the way it works.
The only time mojo okulaba hope nga tutuuse omupiira gwabwe before Chelsea game. The point. No, but the points are already 6.
They play Chelsea before they play us.
Yeah. Chelsea, no, in fact, Chelsea, Spurs.
Then us.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is. Chelsea,
Spurs sure win. Chelsea tujja mukuba tulina obusungu.
They will find a way to win games.
You know why? You know why I think none of those two teams are going to beat Liverpool? They would rather Liverpool win the league. Categories are Chelsea.
Chelsea talina nnyo beef ku Chelsea. Kwa Arsenal yamanyi. Oli alina beef.
No, but no.
Chelsea has something. Chelsea also has something to fight for as well.
You can talk about some Champions League football next season.
Temugenda musamba. Ngamumaze ogwadru.
Olina kyabalawo simanya kyabalawo.
Naye for Arsenal no jemulaga it is not usual. It is unusual.
Listen.
For us, we are going to get our.
I have been at home since the Everton game, thinking about Tuesday. Today, Tuesday is almost here. Okitegeera. Twogedde, tutiisatiisizza, batutiisatiza. Everyone thinks this game is going the Madrid way. And I don't blame a single person, by the way, producer.
Because you also think the same.
No, I don't think the same, but on paper, they should be ahead. Era njagala soka kubuza betting companies zino. Mubala kaki.
22 bet ejibuuze.
22 bet yange. Njitweetinze nako. 22 bet mubala kaki. Kubaka odi wano nkakebedde. Nga Arsenal eri ku 2.29 win ye. Then ono yani. Madrid nga ali ku 3.2 win. If you round off, Arsenal eri ku 2.3, Madrid esigala ku 3.2.
Benda, olaba Madrid taina Chameni. Aliko suspension. That match tagaya jisamba.
But Chameni has
been. Taina Mendy.
Number 3.
Number 3. Taina this other guy. Taina Samuel
Taina Dani Ceballos. Yeah.
Bade nchakola ka introduction ka.
Taina Eda Militao.
Ulira. So, tulabye odd 2.3 ne 3. Aba 22 bets manche babala. Naye tujja kukimanya essaawa nnyezi ekiro enkya. Si bwe kiri? Naye nze ate kirina kye kinjogenda okundaga. So, bwe nayise mu weekend, I watched 2 games. I think even in the group you saw me talk about it. I watched the Barcelona game full time. I watched the Madrid game full time. I wanted to know what I'm going to face come Tuesday. Of course, games change and every dynamic is different for every game. But there's something I saw. And that's why nzize ndi musanyufu nnyo olunaku
What
olwaleero.
did you see?
I watched the Madrid midfield. Chouameni,
Is it the same
Chouameni is
midfield
not
that is
there.
coming
You're going
against
to
Arsenal?
play against Chouameni.
no. Like I was rebattling what you've just said. Chouameni Talimu. That was not even the plus.
No, but
or a
Chouameni has
minus.
been made this season.
He has been very poor.
He has
But
been so made.
you know, Madrid in midfield, what they have over us right now is one player called Bellingham, who is going to spend most of that time trying to
attack.
And he presses.
Njagala uli just analysis kanonze mba nkudize microphone table. He's going to spend most of his time attacking.
Yeah.
Now, we have some slow legs, old legs of Partey, but a very intelligent mind.
Yeah.
Meaning he will read the space mostly and then cover up by that. And then you have a Rice who is legs just as Bellingham.
Bellingham.
We have an Odegaard who is legs. The brain has just gone south. Simanyi cha. But for some reason, the intelligence has gone down. But hopefully, this is a chance for Odegaard to revive himself. Because for me, that's the person I will be selling in the summer. Personally. But, netuda kubao basigaza wani Modric. The only way the Madrid team gets better in midfield is if Valverde is pushed back into midfield.
I think
because he has the legs. Now, usually plays number 2.
Until now, number 2 Vasquez is back.
So if Vasquez plays number 2, if Vasquez plays number 2, and you have Valverde in midfield, then there's a bit of equilibrium. Obwekitegeera nti kati emisinde ja Rice ne hard work yonna ogitaddeko Valverde. Well, good to go. The Champions League game is won in midfield. For any game, especially at this stage all the way to the final, is how much legs you have and brain. Everything else can be down to genius, brilliance, but there is an edge of the midfield. And right now, Mr. Hassani, Mutabani Wani,
Mama Hassani,
right now I have the best midfield compared to Madrid.
Have you seen Luka Modric playing in midfield, defensive midfield? Ali mu kujja omupiira ku ba defender nga gutwala ku attacking midfielders. Have you seen him play?
This season?
Omupiira gwe basembeyo okuzannya tebanaba mujjamu gwe basambe ne Valencia. Modric yali asamba 6 naye nga teri very deep nga kumpi ayagala na kufuuka tamu because they don't have defenders right now.
Yeah, and they don't want him to over.
Modric
is old.
The creativity ku pass obukakamu obubeera mu makkati awo buli unmatched. Kati njagala otunulye Modric ng'ali mu makkati ago nze njagala nnyo asambe deep 6 yawo. Valverde asembere mu maaso ne Bellingham.
That's a massacre.
Mbulira bro, mbulira.
That is a massacre.
Mbulira, but yeah, bogenda okujja ne Partey. You can Partey is going to play defensive.
Yep.
He's the sick.
Rice atambule maaso ayambeko attacking. Then Odegaard togenda mu bala defensively because defensive work Odegaard taliko.
Odegaard saka keyakomyewo he has to keep
I will. Okay, soko male sebo.
Kati Odegaard agenda sigala maaso. Saka ndowooza yayinza okuyambako defending singa.
Naye Odegaard akomawo. I don't know how you watch
Odegaard is falling back. Is mostly to cover space.
Ali press resist like whatever. You're breaking up. Most of the whatever's we're breaking
on the ball maybe. Yeah. But he's talking about without the ball.
Without the ball, defensively. Omupiira bagenda guba byogamba mugenda guwangulira mu midfield.
Yeah.
Kigenda kuggwako nga osajja dominate the midfield.
Nanti Hazard kati
angunyonyole akantu. Big nsonyiwa. I said massacre when you said Modric will play 6. And this is what I meant. I watched that entire game. And there's a reason why Valencia ended up winning the game. Now, when you play Modric as your 6, we are very dangerous when we are pressing you. Do you know Arsenal is very good at pressing, right? One of the best teams in pressing right now. But from Barcelona.
Madrid is vulnerable in defense.
Very. So I'm telling you, legs matter most. If Modric is your number 6 and Odegaard mububiwe because he has the legs, is closing you. Kabaka wa pressing Italy will meet Hazard. You understand? Yeah. That would be a very big plus.
Because you see that thing Chebako against Man City. Your press, you take a Havertz and Rice.
Yeah, take a
Madrid has some high line.
ate asamba highline naye jukira bali press gye bakuteekako omanyi why Arsenal whatever concedes very little xg is because balina engeri
They press you very early.
highline yo tebakolako they press you very early on
And then when the press fails,
example gyowadde ya Manchester kwaliko Havertz misinde
anti kyeŋŋamba nti kyebadde agamba
that's my point.
yeah, the press guy ne Rice is very
The
good
pressing of
ayina n'omulala mu pressingira
Laba pressing Bolaba pressing ya Martinelli on the left coming in because they press like this. And then Odegaard, Havertz. Now I don't want to talk about him because he's not there. But that's what it would have looked like. Rice. I understand why he bought the players he bought. It's for the big games. Havertz is a big game player. He's not your Wigan and all those funny teams. He's for the big game. It's unfortunate. You understand? So I was talking about the Modric issue. Bwe tuba pressing omusajja n'asula omupiira awo. Merino ye ate mwesiga okuba amagolo okusinga Havertz. Tamisinga nnyo. You know? And I think he should start ahead of him because Saka is back. The crosses will come. You're going to concede. I don't want to see a 4-0.
No.
Hazard. I don't want to see a 4-0 because I'm a Madrid fan too.
One thing you should know about Madrid in the Champions League. They concede. They have to concede.
They concede everywhere.
Right about now, the defense are going enough for you. They love to concede. Chebakola is outscore you. That is what they did with Wasembo Kuwazanya. We were to jump.
I remember.
That is what they did to Man City. They outscored them. Man City scored twice.
Yeah,
outscored.
And the only way to beat them is by playing the way Barcelona plays them. There's Barcelona, they know the best way you can beat Madrid is score 4.
Go at them. Go for them.
When you score 4 against Madrid, there is no way that game.
But you must also be equally good in defense. Yeah, Barcelona is quite good.
It's quite good in defense. Baba, you got that every chance. You must take your chances. My only problem with tomorrow's game is how we disperse chances. Just a jungle, a very clear cut.
I think I'm excited. Martinelli is a bit back in form.
Yeah.
No goals, but he's sharper. Whatever happened during the international break, I don't know, but it's a good look. Again, it's Vasquez. Lucas
Vasquez is the name. But no, Lucas Vasquez are right back, right? Yes.
But Vasquez ajana amalayo nnyo.
Antikati. Lewis Kelly, a left wing of Lewis Kelly and Martinelli is a no-go area defensively.
Yes.
Right? Which increases the chances of Saka staying up the pitch. And increasing the chances of Saka staying up the pitch and Martinelli's space to run back. That's why I'm on my knees. Mr. Odegaard, please show up. Because Saka jechigwera yona agenda sala omuntu nga ina kulenga bulenzi mpira omuntu agukube. If Odegaard is not on form,
yeah, you see, it's a lot of
advantages.
Advantages
ziri muguno omupira.
You say you would prefer Merino to start?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
And
my reason, as much
right now, Merino just
the most important part why he needs to start
is
because you're playing a very weak mid defense of Madrid physically. And you need a physical presence. Because the moment Rudiger is out of the game, that midfield is weakened. That defense is weakened. So katotunulira angwe yongolese Merino to do the back thing. Kuba mgongo keeper. Alingire for the Martinellis, for the Odegaards and Rice. We have a chance. I honestly think we have a chance.
In my opinion, this is how it is going to happen. Midfield ya Madrid. Egatandika ne Modric. Ngasamba position jensubira jagendo samba ya defensive midfield. Atandike Bellingham of course has to start. Then Valverde.
Yeah.
Valverde ne Bellingham. Game agula agendo wera midfield.
That's where
then obwongo bugenda kuvene wa Modric. Midfield yo eya Pate, Rice ne Odegaard. Toyina ngejo matching ne midfield jenvo ku ya basajja abasajja.
In terms of
advantage no.
In terms of creativity
okutambula togenda singa Bellingham covering a grass ku kisawa. Valverde agenda kugoba ngo ino omupiira kugobenga eyabye sente. Modric agenda kuba pass jota zino bagamba nga tuli wanezo mu FIFA.
No, anti
pass agenda jikubanga Rice aliwa.
Kati Benda
bamufumbye
labayo. Ode ku pedigree ya attackers wa Madrid.
not there. Ku attack,
Eh.
there is no doubt about
That's
it.
why I've
Mr.
not
Tuchimani,
discussed it.
yes. Ku attack, there is no doubt. There is nothing to
Nga
discuss.
defense ye
Okujja
yakafuna
twogera ku
Dibu.
attack.
Defense yange namu ku Dibu naye
Balina Dibu mu
I
defense
have-
nawe
The thing
olina
with
I
Madrid,
have some of the best fullbacks in the land. One of the best fullbacks, both Luis, without the, I mean V1, 1v1.
yes, 1v1.
And you see, I think it was Mercy who said something about this. Big up to Mercy, Liverpool fan. That Madrid ekubisa individual what?
Brilliant.
Brilliance.
Nothing
And I
to
told
do
her,
with the tactics.
in fact, we had an argument. Ujukire ya
Yeah.
Timba
Yalwawo
tebamusalangako.
nnyo.
Mercy ayagala nnyo kaayana.
Mm.
Naye mpaka tanampa evidence nga Timba
Yamule
bamukola ki?
Gerard yaleeta wano ani? You remember
International break.
Could you guys start Yaleta in the international break? Something in the group. I think Ykee wasn't in the group yet. Yaleta, it was some player. Naleta even dates and what. I don't have my phone. I would have checked for it.
We are talking about Timba, the
Yes.
Arsenal player.
Yeah, 1v1. Yamuleta.
Nga Arsenal bamusala nga ali mu t-shirt ya Arsenal.
Omanyi they forgot that thing of dribbled past the tower abantu because how they count
Abo abaana
dribbles.
basoma nnyo statistics.
Mm.
Explain that because I believe
Mm.
Turangi do not understand what dribbling past a player actually means.
Yeah, because I don't feel like dribbling past a player kwe kumusala particularly. Kubanga olaba
Statistically, it's not that.
statistically it's not like that because I can bypass someone without really having to twist them and turning them. No kuba kubamu just pass achuka mtu sinakuwa mu pass na mtu.
Waliwo omusambi bamuyita Rashford asambira Manchester. Yali ku Aston Villa now. That boy is not a dribbler, but is mentioned as somebody who is good at 1v1s.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm.
A dribbler is Neymar. A dribbler is Hazard, the late.
Not the right touch collar.
Adama Traore too.
You know, the dribbler is miaka jina basambi bompira bano batono. The dribbler is Vinicius. Vinicius can actually dribble you.
Yeah.
Mbappe is a dribbler.
Rodrigo.
Martinelli.
Unawamaleyo tegere
Lindako.
gyolaga.
Martinelli. Even Saka is a dribbler on his day, and Yamal. Martinelli, Rashford, they beat a man, they don't dribble. They beat a man. Beating a man
With pace,
is
yeah.
you're faster and you stop, and then you run. You understand? And then you take a shot. It may not be a goal, but you have left your man behind.
Statistically, you've dribbled past a man.
That you've dribbled past.
Statistically. But
Because
logically, okusala omuntu is jangu.
Muchafu abawagizi.
Okitegeera.
1v1 n'omuyitako.
Kati Timba, ekyo tebakimukolako. Back to the point. We have some of the best fullbacks in the land. Right now, I don't think there's anyone better than Timber at a 1v1 in right back in the world. I'm that confident. So, the only thing where Timber must be worried is the pace. If that's why
And
Liverpool
doesn't have the pace.
He doesn't
And
have
that
the
knee,
pace.
I have a feeling, is working on
Yeah.
painkillers.
I'm worried about one thing, guys. Omupiira ogwo kasita Madrid etuwa omupiira.
It's bad.
For lack of a better word, please forgive my French, we are fucked.
And that is what Ancelotti does.
If they give us the ball, because now Vinicius and Pape are going to run, the only fast player there, I'm talking pace, is Saliba.
Ancelotti watu wasamba Champions League.
And
If
he
you
said
didn't-
it. And he said
He
it.
said that. N'agamba n'ogamba David Alaba agenda muwa omupiira. David Alaba alina pedigree. Tugamba mu defense ya Madrid egenda
Naye
beera.
ng'abadde
Ne David
yakwe
Alaba.
kuba on goal
Oyo
satu.
bagenda mukuba bajja musala tale twamuwa namba 3 to be very bad.
Namba 3 Kamavinga yagenda osamba.
Ekyo nakyo kibi oli Saka tamanyi.
Kamavinga is good, Ykee.
Kamavinga is a good player, not a good number 3.
Not a number 3, but he's
good at managing.
Is a better number 3 than Mendy or
Exactly.
No.
You see how Kamavinga plays? It's the way you see.
Ne Mendy owawe naye taliwo naye mu-
Italiwo. Naye
number Mendy wa PSG.
No, he's
the way
Did you
Kamavinga.
see what Saka did to Mendy? Mendy was pulling Saka's shot.
Now those are
Saka
full back.
temuwaga nnyo omwana
Nedda.
No,
yakadda.
si waka njogera bibaddewo.
Nekirala
Nze si waayiriza.
Kamavinga chenjaga kugamba Kamavinga plays like how Nathan Ake plays. Is that tebali they're not fullbacks, but for them their biggest strength is actually man marking. Yeah,
The way they get balls.
the moment he says that, okay, now this is my area, I want to save out.
Kamavinga
is very solid.
Now, when you
Some
play
people
Kamavinga, I would actually disagree with the strategy waleese mu lineup yo.
Eh,
Kwanza lineup je mbadde nina mu mutwe.
eh,
Is Kamavinga as the 6,
eh.
Valverde and what?
The
They
point-
rarely play Kamavinga.
They don't have 3. They don't have a 3. Now rather than
No,
putting
they have
Alaba.
3. Waliwo akasajja akazanye Valencia kabadde kalungi bakayitaani. Oba Garcia.
Garcia.
Yeah, he was playing there 3 and
Naye si mulungi nnyo ku ttiimu ennene.
Anyway,
naye yasambye bulungi omupiira ogwo.
later, but
Yasambye bulungi omupiira gwa Valencia. as much as they lost.
Atambula nnyo.
For me, because I'm
I have a feeling it's going to be Kamavinga.
if it's Kamavinga, it's still a party.
No, Kamavinga aman makinga bulungi. Kamavinga, the way you see Kuku play, is how Kamavinga play
Bro,
ku back.
there's only one
Akulemera
player.
kuta kuwa space.
There's only one player where I know. Okay, not only one.
Mm.
Wakati watuganya okusudia ennyo.
Tosudia.
Player omu gwe mmanyi nti you need
Tetukola
to mark
nnyo.
both. You need to be two of you.
Mm.
Bamuyita Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, I understand.
The
Double
moment you have
marking.
only one defender, it doesn't matter if he's big, tall, Bukayo Saka is beating you. He's not dribbling past you. He's beating you.
Anti waliyo Uncle Bully. Waliyo manager.
But that brings me to my next question. Ku mpira gino ebiri gy'omulabye Ykee. That 2 games you've watched him. Do you think he's back to that?
No,
Because I watched him in the Everton game where he played like those 50 minutes, and I was like, he's not yet up to speed to a player. You say that
I personally
double
think,
marking.
Tanaba kuwanika.
I think personally, I think it's an intentional move from the manager.
Yes, don't
Please,
overdo it.
wekola bintu bingi nnyo. Kuba ino season tulina ekiruubirirwa kimu kyokka. Without the Champions League, Arteta's season is done.
There's
I
one
felt
fact
like I watched
you
him
shouldn't
and
run
I'm
away
like-
from. One fact jemtalina kudduka.
Which one?
Guy is just from injury. Tasobola kusamba nga bwe yasamba lulinga asamba
he's
emipiira
fresh, eh?
10 nga ali fine. Understand? Yakava ku injury amagulu teganaba manyiira.
Ani
But
alumba
we'll
ku
see.
side ya Saka? Abampaapo ba Vinicius, sicho?
Vinicius.
What do you mean?
About Vini.
Mbadde njala kulaga
Right.
places Arsenal endala.
Eh.
Bali abasambi babiri babayita Vinicius ne Mbappe.
Mm.
They're not good at defending. Or falling back is the word.
Yeah.
Madrid needs them to stay on the.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
That looks like a plus.
Mm.
But when you have Saka, like I've told you, there's only one player that I know, not one again,
Yeah.
Zidane.
Yeah.
One of the players
Yeah.
where you don't mark them alone.
Mm.
Double mark.
Ngese full back, kwata kwasaganya Saka. Is the kind of player you must put winger wabereko wano ba midfielder wo.
Ngali wano
Then
maaso
negundi
wagenda
amubeereri
tulekera
on both
ne mu
legs.
defense, yeah.
Okitegeera.
Yeah,
That way he
understand.
ends up crossing the ball. With Mbappe and Vinicius, because one of them will be on that wing, certainly. Not falling back. There is a big plus for Saka to effect that game. So njala kulaga nti byonna nabirowoozezaako. Kati ebya Banabo simanyi naye ndi ku Emirates.
What you're trying to say is right. Kyogezaako kwogera kituufu. Naye Madrid agenda kusamba ogwo omupiira ne ba namba mukaga babiri. Kale ba defensive midfielders babiri because Valverde ne waba asamba midfield agenda kubeera ata
Alumba.
midfielder. Agenda kubeera defensive midfielder. Bellingham bamulekerewo kalina waggulu mu kisaawe. Oyo Saka, they know he's a threat. Ancelotti is a good coach. Achimanya threat.
Where Arsenal's threat comes from.
Agenda muteka abasajja babiri. Another plus I was going to tell you is Thibaut Courtois mu knockout stages.
The goalkeeper part.
Amaanyi
Yeah, Hazard. Buli gwe tutugeddeko manya we have nothing to say about the front line and the keeper.
Kati
There's nothing much
zino shoti za Saka eziva ku wing. Kanga mugumu oteekayo ezo ze yakopa ku Eden Hazard.
Omugenzi amunyizeewo.
Bro, we've played against Real Madrid. The disappointment in a single funa ku Madrid is when we let those motherfuckers aggregate to beat. Never kuba goals satu. Ezobufuusa. Mu speed ey'ekitalo.
Nchakuwa akasembayo.
Modric pass.
Akasembayo.
Rodrigo.
Bakaita Mikel Merino. Arsenal.
He's going to be the game.
Arsenal on a set piece.
I'm
That's the last.
By
That's
the
the
way,
last
They're not
juggernaut.
very
by
good.
the way,
for set
are they
piece.
very ready for that part of? Because now Premier League clubs those actually again and kati nawe Arsenal bajiwe corner. Those are you see how they double up.
You know Madrid is one of the teams.
I don't know that
considered
Madrid
the
is also ready to go that path. Kubanga bomala gagamba mbwa atuyimirire.
I've told you.
The dangerous
Arsenal
those set pieces.
will score mu Madrid. Madrid will outscore Arsenal. Arsenal ennaku zino zonna tuzirabe. Ndiwe mwako mukuba goals this side.
Ne kati
I think it's been a minute. I think it's been maybe
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
I think February or January.
Ever
Ojja
since
Everton
Havertz.
nakulema okuteba goals ebbiri.
ngani amutebe.
Ensonga.
Nakulumba
Ani amutebe ebbiri. Ani omulali amutebe ebbiri. Liverpool yazimukuba.
Ani Arsenal.
Everton. Anti ono ali mugati. Liverpool yamukuba bbiri.
Yamukuba bbiri n'amuyunga.
Ngamba ku Anfield yamukuba mmeka. It was 1-0. Yeah. Yes.
So he's white.
Asa mpagira baka.
Basa.
Mm.
Kandan Kennedy.
Mm.
Give me a combination of tomorrow's game.
Tate muli basajja basino bameka.
No.
Kale gwetuwe iyo.
Okay.
Musooke mmwe mwabali delusion.
Kutwa in goal
according to available players, right?
No,
Yes.
kutwa Raya ne bwakwata ddamu atya.
Kalisinga kutwa.
Ne bwakwata ddamu atya. Nze kwebyo byayimira nga bamukuba penalty. Agwa tebannagimuku.
Basindika kutwa bamutumu.
By the way, in everything we do, I hope we don't reach penalties with this Madrid team. We shall
I
lose.
hope we reach
I'm
penalty.
Moja tu
the
kapita
pain.
mufano.
I'm not willing. Njaga batukubemu tumanye nti Madrid ekuba. Eyo yekuba twakivaako. Naye bino ebitutwala mu penalty try abuuke eri.
Our luck
Please,
is
I'm tired of his
our
jumping.
greatest luck is very good in penalties. It's only
With that
contest.
Raya jumping.
No, guys, you see
It's
what
so terrible.
I wanted to explain what Raya does, because of Chirese. There's a tactic they say the ball is faster than the human being. If you strike the ball, no gukuba kati. Mweze ngende ngomaze gukuba genda kunsonga because oina momentum gwo musambi. So se kudduka ojo gukube. The ball is faster than me. I'm standing in one place. So there is no way you catch that ball unless you go faster.
Yeah.
Fast rather.
Before
The ball. Before the guy kicks the ball. What they do, you can mpira gwa Porto. Why he saved so many penalties?
But they were terrible.
Uliriza. It's because of that very thing you're blaming him for now. Yakeerayo ompira ne gumusangayo. Watch the
every other keeper bakwata
so now,
penalties.
This is the thing.
Anticipating the movement.
Producer, I want you to because now Raya, abantu bamutandika omulabira like on those Porto penalties which he saved. But I'm telling you, his record for Brentford and other games against penalty was the worst. Yaita kwatangayo from Porto. Ekyo kyekugamba. In fact, look for me that stat ya Brentford. Mo Brentford yaita kwatangayo penalty. In fact,
Do you
when
believe?
he saved for Porto, that was the first time I was like, hey, he can't even save penalties.
Willy Caballero.
He is terrible.
Willy Caballero.
He is that terrible.
Biggie.
I'm telling you, he's that terrible.
Njagala buuza kibuuzo. Do you think there's genius about goalkeeping in penalties?
There is.
What's the genius?
Martinez, let me tell
Martinez is
you,
a
a keeper
genius.
like Martinez, Ykee,
Huh?
bongena mu penalty. In fact, muba musaba mugamba tutuuke mu penalty omuwulire.
Right.
Donnarumma, oba omusindika, if your team has failed osindika.
No, I want you to tell me the genius about Martinez because I wanted to get to some point.
No, I feel like
Mm.
it's instinct.
No, not even instincts. Penalties is
Penalties are mental.
the mind games. It is mumutwe.
It is mental.
Penalties.
The moment the keeper gives you an
Every other
energy
time.
of, I have the entire space covered. Martinez has that thing of steady, but he's not a genius. He plays with somebody's mind, and then he creates doubt in the player.
The way he celebrates and all that, he talks the player.
And
before the player
it messes up the player's confidence.
Yeah.
Where you should ask all the other keepers, the Kutas, and is your presence as a keeper before the player comes to the point to take a goal, to take a shot. Raya and all these other keepers, the truth is there is only genius in taking a penalty, not in keeping it. Temuli nnyo magezi mu kukwata penalty. Kubanga omusambi bw'ajja bagamba nti omusambi bw'ajja nga yeewese no bw'ati agenda kukuba eri. Mpaapa yeeweta no n'ateekawo na wennyini waali.
Same thing with Alan.
You understand? So the
Yeah,
genius is going to be on the player.
But
The
Raya,
keeper has only one
Ykee,
thing.
when you look at Raya's save, first of all, bottle keeper go back to penalty, you'll be like, hey, almost. Raya has no chance.
No.
I'm telling you, bro has no chance.
Avuka opposite side. I think abuse nnyo.
Ulira.
I'm like,
You know a penalty.
Avuka opposite side. I think abuse nnyo.
Mind games nga wacho.
Yeah.
but
Ebiseera ebisinga oba ogenda facing Martinez kibaawo kiri nti
ono nakwata.
Kaina ekibuli. And he looks in your face.
ogenda omufacing oba sure.
Oba sure. Yafuuka dda sure. Let me tell you.
Kyakola afuula striker over confident agenda mumuteera.
Raya alabika nga atidde. Kitegedde. So that's where I'm in agreement.
Fuck.
Kati nze kye ngamba kikino Biggie. I don't know. We have very good penalty takers. I don't know if you know.
Not very good. Not
No,
very good.
we actually have very good
We
penalty
have
takers.
good penalty takers, not very good penalty
You're now
takers.
with us.
They are
you're saying
eight. Yeah, they are
we. Can be
eight.
a we.
In fact, they are okay. I don't feel
no,
like.
I mean-
Omuwagizi wa Arsenal tabula.
No.
The way we've been saying it, but there's some sentence you don't say we have very good
Okay, they're
penalty
not like very
players. You
good.
say we have
But what
good
I can
penalty
say is that when you look at them, when we go for a penalty shootout as
Tell
Arsenal,
me, tell me.
I don't be worried that now if they give it to whatever, at least I'm sure that all these boys can dispatch on a very good day. Tebetaaga nnyo
Saka-
kulowoleza.
Saka-
Maybe no.
Saka-
Maybe-
Saka succumbs to pressure.
Used to.
He has missed
Mwana muto,
once
takyali mwana muto
from the
kati.
Euro penalties. He has missed once out of 20 attempted.
How many penalties has Mbappe missed in the last 4 months?
No, Madrid yo nga yebadde missing a penalty.
Kati kyenkugamba.
Vinicius Junior.
Yakamising a penalty ezo.
Ne boli bamukwata. By the
Vinicius
way,
yakamising
Madrid simanyi gwatasobola kukwata.
Listen, penalties are penalties.
Anyway, defenders were good. Anyway, yeah.
What
Courtois
was
in
that team?
goal. Yeah, Courtois in goal.
About Courtois.
According to the team that is available right now, if Carvajal was fit, he would have played my right back, but he's not fit. So I'll take Timber, Saliba, Rudiger, Luis Kelly, without a doubt. The one left back. In fact, Mendy, never Andy bad day. I don't
Kelly
think
is
I would
ahead
take.
of Mendy.
I would have taken Mendy.
Taliwo tisaka tumulweko.
Because Taliwo. Naye tolina ono
He has been made. But anyway, Checho, he has been made. He has been made. He has been made. In midfield, Jude Bellingham has to be there. Declan Rice, Freddie Valverde. And then I'll go for the whole front, whatever for Madrid. No, I'll take out Rodrigo and put Saka. But Rodrigo, in fact, it's very tight because I have something for Rodrigo. Rodrigo is such a big game player. I look at him in all the Champions League games he has played for Manchester City.
He turns up.
So that's tight. I'll take Saka because he gives you much more than just whatever. And Rodrigo, it's very tight. And then, of course, Mbappe and then Vinicius Junior.
Saka tageza nawa mu timu yange. No wemba nkoze nsoyi munzijuke.
Nekirala producer ono ye tagama nko teseregera wagula. So tomusuubirayo kantu kalala. Kyokka ffe tujja ne tugamba nti Chelsea kale leero kale kewangule. Naye ye. Sebo n'ateekayo ne Tosin. Yateekayo ne Tosin.
Bamukuwa omupiira yasirikira owiki namba.
About Courtois mu goal. About Courtois mu goal. Rudiger ku central defense. Ne Saliba ajja kusamba. Then Timber. Kuyanga asamba. Talina defense Madrid.
Madrid talina.
Yasigaye constant. Luis Kelly njamuwa. Naye Mendy singa abaddewo. Luis
Taliwo.
Kelly tasobola kusamba mupiira.
Taliwo.
Mendy. Kwa badaga Mendy ali mid.
He has been mid this season. This season.
Everything that Luis Kelly gives you, Mendy achukue mirundi ebiri.
Soko tuwa baliwo sewo mukama.
Midfield. Modric. Bellingham.
Modric.
Pedigree bro. Tuli mu Champions League vambino bemwefumbira mu Premier League. So Modric alina okusamba mu midfield. Bellingham alina okusamba. Frederick Valverde alina okusamba.
Soko de magambye.
Modric. I know samba.
Valverde nani?
Bellingham.
Bellingham. Then kwa attack of course Mbappe alina okuzanya. Vinicius Junior agenda kusamba. Saka yakava kuinja saa utamuwa ko saa kumuwa nendeka Rodrigo. So the only Arsenal players ku squad yange combined 11 is the 3 defenders because Madrid taking out defense.
Naye okiriza nti Rudiger, if Gabriel was fit, Gabriel would have as well started ahead of Rudiger.
Nandi rulinze out Saliba nendeka Rudiger.
No, you can't put both aggressive defenders together. There has to be a control.
This season Gabriel has been a beast.
Kati tukuwa magezi. Ero solo gagana. Solo gagana.
Jagala byo message.
Kale. Defense.
What problem?
Defense team nona yange.
Leader ko. Asose ko ozaka genda kogera kasasi.
Leka. No, that team yange, please, producer, protect me. Protect me. The panel wants to kill me. Leka ngenda kogera team yange mkama. Just please protect me.
Jukiro ina Madrid fan.
Please protect me. I feel unprotected. I am worried. As a coach, the man said he's not me, I'm a coach. Yes. I just don't have a job.
Yes. Like Ten Hag.
Yeah. Whoever you like
Ten Hag have 2 things.
I'm just a better manager than Ten Hag. So, in goal, I'm going for Raya. Because of the game I want to play. Courtois is bad with his feet. For me, I want to play with my feet. The edge.
Yes, coach.
The edge. I don't want to defend my team. Please, protect me. So mteekayo Raya because nze njagala possessinga mupiira, nze mupiira gwensamba gwa possession era mbuildinga kuva mabega, and Kutwa can't do it. He has conceded goals with his legs and we have seen those mistakes even just this season or last season against Liverpool. So I'm going for that. The edge Kutwa might have over Raya is the shot stopping, but Raya is not the worst. We have seen so many great saves. So,
amazina kikabiri gawolereza selection kitegeeza bifu
si bifu logic yange njikuwadde wadde defending a midfielder teri yaganye.
boy mbadde manage nebyokubika
laba tonalaba save ne tugamba ne musajja akoze save. That keeper wasn't it Raya?
Bruno Fernandes.
So this with it bro. Ebigere bya Raya ku bya Kutwa, the gap is this. Okukwata kwa Kutwa kukwa Raya kuli bwe kuti. I'm picking Raya any day. And I'm actually very serious, guys. This serious in you. So, the tugenda ku defense is an easy one, I think, because of the players that are available. I'm going for Timber, Luis Kelly. I don't care who would be available in Madrid team. Tell atuza Luis Kelly na Timber right now. Central defense, I'll go with
Rudiger.
Yes, Rudiger, and then of course Saliba. Midfield, because of the game I want to play again, I do not know how you put Modric ahead of Partey. Because when you play Modric and Valverde and Bellingham, you do not have a defensive structure strong enough because the brain is wired to attack for Bellingham. So you're shot by a player. You have to go for Partey, and then you can use either Valverde or Rice. So I'm going for Partey, just to answer the question. And then between Valverde and Rice, Valverde goes ahead of Rice, and then Bellingham. Ochitegera. Mumasawo. Between, I think it's an easy pick.
Give me a selection.
Okay. Mumasawo, nze nteeka Martinelli mu namba 9. Nenteeka Mbappe ku wingi, left wing. Mbappe is not a number 9, and that's why he's not playing his best football. He's a better winger than Vinicius. And Martinelli is better than both of them at playing number 9. Just because the manager that we have isn't playing him there. So nze mbabulidde Martinelli namba muki? 9 akaddemu. Ku wingi teekayo Mbappe, eri teekayo Saka.
watandise okunya ebyokunya gavumenti byegana
Tutegereganye.
ebyokunya ebiririgo
Tiimu teweddeeyo sebo. Tuli 10 oba tuli 11?
emotoka gyovuga bigaga emotoka gyovuga 5 bafu kabenje
Kankusomere tiimu.
Martinelli.
Martinelli is number 9.
Gabriel.
Yes, Gabriel Martinelli. Namba 9 wange.
Left wing Mbappe.
okitegedde
Left wing Mbappe.
Right wing.
Yes, Vinicius is a substitute with Rodrigo and whoever else you want.
akuti awaddeyo ku mutwe ali mu kutya
For predictions, sagala kusooka because prediction yange eriko ebigambo bingi. For the first time, I want to be like Hazard. Nange njagala mbakiriza prediction ine story nange eri.
olaba omupiira gwa Madrid gugenda kugwa golo 3 ku 1. Arsenal egenda osooka okusooka okutiiba
Ate no
bwesatu ng'ali kwawe
ate kati awulimbe Arsenal bwesooka okuteeba
yange oba yono
tekubibwa.
yange oba yono
Yamwe mwembi tubakiriza mwogereremu.
Maze ono kubanga yeetaga mangu.
producer nsirike yayogere kale kwa prediction hiyo
Mama Madrid tugenda kikuba goolo 3.
ozo kirabe wadde oli kunze munze mudongo
Kale kekwateyo 2. Kekwateyo 2 kale.
3-2. Nedda sewo oyo musajja ojja omulekana afuga ebiwozi bye leka ngobereze wasooka n'okikola omwezi mulamba. Sebo, prediction yange eyimiridde ku bintu 3 because gwe oseka ki? Prediction yange eyimiridde ku bintu 3. The first thing is the midfield that is going to play. If Modric, like that man said, starts that game, I'm going for a 3-1. If Modric doesn't begin that game, of us, no. If Modric doesn't begin that game, because I know Valverde will be in midfield with Bellingham, so this is the third person I'm worried about. if Modric doesn't begin that game, then it's going to be a 2-2.
Katolina predictions zimmeka?
Ankwadde byange bino
Tuwa
okugirako
prediction
ebirala.
emu.
It would
Prediction
be
ebeeremu.
Ogambye bigenda tambulira ku bintu bisatu.
the same.
Ekyokusatu.
Ekyokusatu
Ekyokusatu ndowooza kigenda kugirako prediction.
Aye.
ekyokusatu kibadde ku Kwiyo oba bamuyita Kwiyo. Kwiyo.
If he starts.
Kiwi.
Kiwiwi.
Kiwi. Nerves bwe ziba tezimulidde. That could be a 2-0
So shit.
Arsenal. Okitegedde. But I know zino mukola ki? It's being unrealistic if I say Madrid will not mess with our players. Some players in the head, they will because of who they are. So what I'm going for, bro, in all, I'm going for a final combination prediction of a
Ebyokunywa.
Of a-
What?
of a 2-1
Ani agenda okuwa 2 goals?
Arsenal. So my final prediction is a 2-1, sir.